I'm at peace now. There are no more winless teams in the league. Slater and I finally got that motherfucking W. Only 2 teams above a 500 record, and one of them doesn't have a high average of scoring. Only 4 weeks in, but it's fucking tight, boys. I'm Tony Fun, and welcome to the Weekly Giggity. Yeah, Giggity. Let's get into the news, shall we? AKA injuries, because I never have good news. Where are we at now? So much for peace, huh? Alright. Joe Mixon. He was considered week to week, now considered day to day with an ankle sprain. It is still unknown if he will play this week. David Montgomery is expected to miss 4 to 5 weeks due to a knee sprain. Logan Thomas was ruled out early due to a hamstring. Teddy Two Gloves is dealing with a concussion. Robbie Gold. He injured his groin in pregame and did not play and is expected to miss some time. Jimmy G, he thought he was going to be missing time, but the Niners are optimistic that he will be able to play this week. I'd say optimistic, but it's up in the air. He's dealing with calf injury. Will Fuller exited the game with a hand injury. DJ Chark is on the IR with an ankle sprain. Other notables are Carlton Davis, Antoine Winfield, Brandon Scherf, Patrick Surtain, Trent Williams, Alejandro Villanueva, Jedrick Wills, Trayvon Diggs, and Jabril Peppers. Okay, let's toss it to the waiver pickups because I'm recording this way before Wednesday. Hey there, fellas. I am currently working right now, as you can see, but it is 7 o'clock, and let's take a look at these Wednesday waiver pickups, shall we? Okay. We have got, sorry, I'm also watching Dodgers-Cardinals game. Okay, we are led off by Sam. Holy shit, Sam. Acquiring Damian Williams for $21. God damn, dude. You are desperate for that running back. Kevin gets Cordero Patterson for $10. I put a bid on him myself. Obviously not that much. He's been hot. Kevin also dropped Ty Johnson. Myself, I got Dalton Schultz for $3. Damn it. And dropped the Bears defense. Let's see. Areola picked up Alex Collins for $2. He also got the Cowboys defense for $1. Then I also got Matt Prater for $1, dropping Jason Sanders. Breaks my heart, but coaches just aren't letting him kick 50-yarders. And then last, Sam got Dawson Knox for $4, dropping Will Fuller. All right, back to you, you handsome, sexy son of a bitch. Thank you for those waiver updates, you beautiful son of a bitch. All right, boys, let's get into the Week 4 recap. Yeah! Okay, Week 4 recap. Let's get right into it, shall we? But before we get right into it, let's get into those disgraceful goose eggs. We had Logan Thomas, Robert Tonyan for his second week in a row, Robbie Gold, Christian McCaffrey, who didn't even play, neither of them. And then we had the Rams defense with -1. You poor sons of bitches. Okay, match 1, Areola versus Jason. This one ended up being quite a shootout. Jason finally had a good week. Wouldn't you know it? Let's see. Bills Mafia fucking came out heavy, man. This is the second time in 4 weeks that the Bills defense has put up 30-plus points. Very impressive. Mahomes, doing Mahomes kind of things. It was a shootout with Philly. He ended up throwing for 5 touchdowns, totaling 31 points. So damn near half of Mike's big week came from just Mahomes and the Bills. Like I said, Jason finally had a big week. He's always been a low scorer so far this season. But Zeke, has got 20-plus points in ever since Jason traded for him. Debo continues to roll, loving it. Not loving the record so much. Jason's is fine. Not loving the Niners record so much. But other than that, not a lot of help around. Yeah. So Mike wins this one 135 to 115. And I'm going to go...
Nice moves. Ooh.
This goes to Jason starting Hollywood Brown. Last week was evident that he couldn't catch a fucking cold. I still don't like him. I don't think he's a good receiver. He did have a good day. One of them was a long touchdown pass, the longest of Lamar Jackson's career, thus being the longest of Marquise Brown's career. So that doesn't, that's not going to happen all the time, but he did have 4 catches for 91 yards and a touchdown. Good day. Match 2 is Gomez versus Tony. Okay. Got some ants here. This was, Gomez gave me the GG. I wanted to say, nah, dog, it wasn't a GG. It wasn't a good game. We both fucking shit the bed this week. We both averaged the same amount of points going into this week, over 100, and we both put up duds. So, not a good game by either of us, Gomez. Our benches didn't even do much either. That's the thing. It's like we just didn't have much help all around. Gomez could have gotten some more points with Latavius Murray, but seriously, that's a tough start to make. I could have done Devontae Parker, again, kind of a tough start to make. So it was kind of shit on shit, but Tony gets the W here, 73 to 86, which reminds me, my Tony Fun curse worked, picking against me.
Nice moves.
I'm going to go with myself, starting the Bears defense. I had the Broncos as the highest scoring defense in the league. They were going against the Ravens, even though Lamar was kind of banged up, but he still played. I decided to go with the Bears against Detroit, and it was a 15-point difference, which, I won by 13. So there you go. Okay, match 3 is Corey versus Samwell. Okay. Well, that didn't help. Corey voice Sam. Another pathetic matchup, 2 in a row we got going here. Kyler seems to be the only constant for Corey. Najee did put up 14. DK finally got in the end zone. Pitts still not doing much. Bust! It doesn't look good up and down for Corey, but Kyler is the lone bright spot. Sam had 40 potential points on the bench. I'm not saying his bench scored 40 points. I'm saying if you made a perfect start-sit decision, I always say that weird decision, made perfect start-sit decisions, he would have had 40 extra points. Scary Terry went off on the bench. He had Matt Stafford, which wasn't a crazy idea to start Stafford over Brady. Think about it. The RB2 still seems to be a problem for him, but his wide receivers, again, are solid. Anyway, Corey gets the low-scoring victory again, 86-75. There are fucking planes and helicopters all around here today. I picked the one episode where I try to be peaceful, and there's fucking military flying around.
Nice moves.
I am going to go with Darrell Henderson. He missed the week before, going up against a, surprisingly good Arizona defense, and he was, Sam's highest scoring running back. It's not saying much, but he did total 116 yards. He did get 10 points. So, nice start there, Sam. Match 4 is Kevin versus Slater. Oh. And I forgot Sam let me down. All right. Kevin versus Slater. Kevin looked pretty solid. Not gonna lie. Good number of points all up and down, even on the bench. Burrow looks good. Kenneth Gainwell's been, seeing more looks than I think any of us expected. Zach Moss, Mooney had double digits, so Kevin's looking solid up and down. But 2 weeks in a row with Tunyon getting a goose egg. Like I said, I'm filming this before the waiver pickup, so maybe he picked somebody up. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he's sticking with his cheesehead. But it was a big week for Tish. 4 players in the starting lineup over 20 points. Basically everybody above his bottom 3 did really well. Yeah, he even had some decent points on the bench that he could have subbed in. He just had a solid week. Slater wins it 94-130. Solid.
Nice moves.
He's going to go to starting Clyde Edwards-Helaire, CEH. Like I said, Slater did have some options. Chase Edmonds. I think Devontae Smith could have been in the consideration as a flex spot there. But he went with CEH, and it paid off. It's not like he needed the points, but CEH did have 102 rush yards. He got a receiving touchdown in there, totaling 17 points, so that was a nice start. Which brings us to our last match, which was Noir versus Ferrallis. I think we all saw what happened here. Noir's team was studs and duds, man. Studs and duds. He had some big points: Eckler, Hurts, James Robinson, Tyler Bass. But then he had some major duds in Aaron Jones, Brandon Ayuk, Mike Williams, George Kittle. It was in golf we call it a psycho scorecard, where it's like birdie, par, par, triple bogey, par, par, double bogey, that kind of thing. Very Phil Mickelson. Ferrallis, man, come on, dude, get with it. You kept CMC in your starting lineup all the way until Sunday. If you're waiting for Elijah Mitchell, why don't you just plug in Elijah Mitchell? CMC was ruled out. There's no chance of him playing. Go pick somebody up, man. Offer me a trade. I got Chuba Hubbard. You want him? Offer me a trade. And then, I personally didn't see that Robbie Gold wasn't going to play. I was at the Giants baseball game, so I personally didn't see that. But that's something else you got to keep your eye on, man, is when your player is going to, that one was unfortunate. That was game time. That was pregame. It would have been a good catch. So that one's unfortunate. But CMC, man, you got no excuse for that. Other than that, Russell, against the Niners, like I said, he always balls out. Even had decent points on the bench with Gesicki and Williams, but you wouldn't have caught Noir anyway. Noir wins it 109-56.
Nice moves.
James Robinson. Noir does have his options at running back. up and down. You know, it's got so many choices. And he went with Robinson over the likes of James Conner, Antonio Gibson, Myles Gaskin. Gaskin even play? AJ Dillon, you know. And Robinson ended up having 78 yards, I believe, and 2 touchdowns. Getting 19 points. Nice stat, nah? All right. That's all for week 4. Now it's time to talk about week 5. You jive turkeys.
Up and coming.
Matchups.
This one is for me taking Ferrallis over Noir. All right, the upcoming matchups. Let's go with match 1, Areola versus Noir. This should be a fun one, boys, huh? I believe that they are the 2 highest scorers in the league right now. So should be interesting. Okay. Mike's team, as of right now, he's full of primetime games. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in his starting lineup. 6 if you want to count the game in London at 6:30 in the fucking morning. Make sure he's even got McCole Hardman on the bench with primetime. So he's got a lot of primetime games here. I'm guessing likely, like I said, filmed this before waiver pickups, so I'm guessing likely you picked up another defense. If not, maybe he will. I don't know, Buffalo's defense has been doing good, but it is the Chiefs. Should be a shootout. I mean, it's what we all expect. Noir's team. He's got quarterback decisions. You know, Jalen Hurts has been playing really well, but so has Sam Darnold. And they're playing against each other, so that makes it interesting. I do feel that Carolina has the better defense. So will he start Sam Darnold over Jalen Hurts? It's interesting. It's a good problem to have. He's also got his running back options. That's been it's a duh. I think I like what he's got in right now. Eckler versus Cleveland, Jones versus Cincinnati, James Robinson versus Tennessee. I kind of like what he's got in right now compared to the rest. Anyway, Gala, as of right now, projects this one at 103 to 94. This might be different. Like I said, I'm filming this on Tuesday. You're watching this either Wednesday night or Thursday. Or you're probably not watching at all because I usually only get 4 views. My pick, again, it's hard for me to go against Mike. I love his matchups. I think that Buffalo Kansas City game is going to be just a fucking fantasy gold mine. Like, why wouldn't it be? So I like Mike here. Okay, match 2 is Ferrallis versus yours truly. This will be a good test for Russ. Thursday night game against the Rams. He's at home. And I'm pretty sure that basically Russ always shows up on prime time. So, should be a good test of that Rams defense. No joke. I like his wide receiver matchups here. CD versus the Giants. Keenan Allen versus Cleveland. And Thielen versus Detroit. Those are just tasty. Even Julio Jones against Jacksonville. If he's healthy, that's a tasty one. So I like his matchups here. Obviously, he's got to get a new kicker. I don't know if there's one there, but Robbie Gold is going to be out. So then again, he did get 2 wins without a kicker, so maybe he'll just say fuck it. For Tony, is Chuba Hubbard going to get the start? He's in the lineup as of right now. You can see that. Joe Mixon being questionable is a big factor into that. We'll see how he plays out. Allen Robinson's still a disappointment, so as of right now, I don't feel like starting him. I like my wide receiver matchups as well, though. Devontae Parker against the banged-up secondary of the Bucks. Devontae's a must-start, and I like Antonio against Miami. I feel like Godwin will probably have Xavier Howard or Evans, so I think Brown will get open a lot. Gallup projects this one at 84 to 109 in the favor of Tony. I'm going to go ahead and pick myself here. I know I'm 0 for 3 picking myself, but I really like my matchups compared to Mike's. No Christian McCaffrey is a big deal for him, so I just got to go with myself here. Match Trey is Jason versus Corey. Okay, this one should be kind of close too. Both these guys don't average a lot of points. Jason had a big week this past week, but average-wise, they're both kind of near the bottom, I think. Anyway, big ass B. Okay. Jason has a decision to make for his RB2. Zeke is obviously the must start. He's got Jamal Williams in there right now. Personally, Mike Davis against the Jets, or even Fournette against the Dolphins. I kind of like those. Fournette obviously saw a lot of work on the Sunday night game. And is Corey Davis going to get a start? Maybe. I'm still not a fan of Marquise, so in my mind, I think I would start Corey Davis over Hollywood Brown. That's just me, but we'll see. For Corey, obviously Kyler he's balling out, but he's got the Niners, so we'll see where Corey's fandom really lies this week. I think his running backs have tough matchups this week. Najee against Denver, Trey Sermon. He just hasn't produced that much anyway, but Arizona's surprisingly good. Javonte Williams against Pittsburgh, even on the bench. I mean, Pollard against the Giants might be worth a start, man. Seriously, guy. And then DK versus Ramsey on Thursday night. That's always fun to watch. So that's a big matchup for Corey as well. Gallup projects this one at 95 to 87 in the favor of Bobo. And I think I am going to favor with the side of the Gala on this one. The Gala. Like I said, I think Jason, as long as he gets that RB2 spot right, his top 3 will be fine. And then Debo and DeAndre, both those guys are ballers. Debo's been so solid. I love it. We'll see if he goes with a different defense, too. You got Browns. I'm looking at Browns against the Chargers, so whatever you're looking at there, we'll see. Okay, match 4 is Sam versus Kevin. It's Battle of the Bros. Where are they at? There they are. Sam versus Kevin. Okay. Looks like for Sam, he's got tough running backs decisions here, at least for his RB2. Same thing as Bobo. Sanders, got Miles Sanders against Carolina. Singletary against Kansas City might be the way to go, even though Zach Moss has been seeing the more work. Kansas City's defense is just so shitty. I think Henderson is probably going to be a must-start as long as he's healthy still. Of course, he's got his wide receiver options. Tyreek's a must-start. Godwin's likely going to be a must-start. But then he's got Visca against Tennessee. He's got Scary Terry against the Saints. I don't know if Marshawn Lattimore is healthy anymore, or if he's still healthy, I should say. I know he was hurt. But, Visca or Scary Terry over Jamar Chase, who knows? Let me talk about Kevin a little bit. Shit, sorry, dude. I just slipped my mind. I like your running back matchups here. Saquon against Dallas. Go figure, you guys swapping running backs, and then they're playing each other. I mean, they are in the same division, so that was bound to happen. DeAndre Swift against Minnesota is kind of sexy. Even Zach Moss against Kansas City, I like those. I think you got a choice at quarterback, to be honest. Like, you could go Herbert against Cleveland, but I honestly think that Joe Burrow against Green Bay could be exciting. Green Bay's secondary is pretty banged up. Jair Alexander's, he left the game. I think Preston Smith also left the game. So Burrow might be a sneaky start here. Gala has this one projected at 98 to 92 in the favor of Sam. Like I said, I kind of like Kevin's matchups more. He's got some decisions to make. I just cannot say that word. Decisions. You got some choices to make. And, he's kind of notorious for making good roster moves. So I have faith in him this week. I'm going to go with Kevin. Which leaves us with the last of the upcoming matchups. Week 5. It is week 5. And match 5 is not that one. It is Slater versus Gomez. Let's see. King Henry versus the Jags is a proven. It's like fucking physics. It's gonna happen. It's inevitable. We're gonna see a 90-yard touchdown, and someone's gonna get stiff-armed into fucking China. That one just always happens. One thing about Slater's team, though, is he's a little banged up. I see questionable marks here on T. Higgins, Amari Cooper, Tyler Higbee. Montgomery is likely he's missing time. Elijah Moore. Hey, Charles. Hey, what's up? I know. I look weird. I'm sure wearing a wig and whatnot. Gomez. I think Gomez is primed for a monster week this week. Dalvin against Detroit. Josh Jacobs against Chicago. Damian Harris against Houston. I can see him getting 2 touchdowns easily there. And then Josh Allen against the Chiefs. I've already said I think that game's going to be a fucking shootout. And obviously both quarterbacks are going to be a big part of it. I like Gomez's team a lot this week. Gallup projects this one at 99 to 108 in the favor of Gomez. And like I basically just said, my pick's going to be Gomez as well. I think he has a good chance to be the top scorer this week, and I wouldn't be shocked at all. Okay, that does it for this week's episode of the Gala. Not the Gala, of the Giggity. High score of the week was 135 with Areola. Low score of the week was 56 with Ferrallis. That gave us an average score of 95.9. We are better than this, folks. We are better than this. Some of us. I certainly didn't contribute this week. Let's try to get together. Let's watch some games. Let's have some fun. And hey Noir, why don't you knock Mike off that undefeated train there, all right? Let's get everybody. Nobody has a round number anymore. Come on. Cheers, fellas, and cheers to our fallen comrade, Kenny. Love you, man, you crazy son of a bitch. And I'm out. Fuckers.